Just try to understand what is going on and how best these matters can be resolved. Because some few days ago we heard of the closure of a senior high school somewhere in the northern region linked to such skirmishes. And today we are reporting of the incident that took place in the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi. Victor Doke is a security expert. Mr. Doke, good to have you here. Good afternoon and welcome to the Pulse. What is your own reading into this particular unfortunate incident?
Thank you very much, and good day to you. I think, what I read into this is a more like a targeted killing. For the Kusasi youth leader in Asawase to have been killed close range, it means there was a lot that went into it by the assailants. Now, they monitored this gentleman, knew his movement, at that time he would be out, and then committed a crime. This is more of criminal activity that has gone on. And unfortunately, what will happen is there's always a quick interpretation, right, to accuse a faction or to accuse a particular group of people as having a hand in it. Now, if investigations are not complete, then we'll be quick to be making that assertions. However, one of the ways we can get information to help the police. Now, the youths themselves know each other in the community.
Right.
Now, they are deep into, activities they themselves know of. So when the youth say they know those who did it, they may have some lead. The police can start with that and then take the names that they have. It's just about inviting people, questioning them, and then looking at their alibis. If they fit, descriptions and their, statements don't go well with regards to what they have, then you can proceed. But by and large, until investigations are done, we should be careful not to, be quick to accuse a certain group of people. That will only escalate the tension. After now, tensions will be high. Now, we all know now there's a temptation to link it to the Boko conflict generally. So if so, now those other factions also in Asawase, what do you think they will also be what? Probably be getting ready for the fact that they've been probably accused and fingers are pointing to them. So they will also start maxing up. And what happens is, total clashes. We don't want to see that. So I think calm should proceed. The police will have their lead. They should, be very, very quick about it so that the situation will die down. The perpetrators should be brought to book. Now, the longer it takes, then these issues will take matters into their own hands.
But Mr. Doke, is it enough for the police to, for example, rely on the comments from the community suggesting that they know the individuals who may be responsible for the assassination of the chief? I mean, I'm asking because there is the potential where, because they may have issues with one or two people, they may want to bring them into the conflict. They may not necessarily be the ones responsible. Isn't it fair that the police is allowed to do an independent work and then, go ahead and prosecute if they are able to nail whoever, is responsible for this?
In as much as the police will do their own independent investigations, when you're talking about assistant or investigations, you look at assistance, information, informants who would likely give you some lead. It is not bad when the police or any other investigative body relies on public knowledge to help their investigations. It is always allowed. So they will do their own investigations.
Well, we
together.
We are losing you.
Yes. They have friends in there. So they know each other. Now, with these two guys who committed this crime, trust me, they also have friends who know some people in different factions. So they will likely talk about it. There will be some evidence that will go out. So it is not wrong to take some information, because the police themselves have provided a number out there for people to reach out to them. So imagine I have some information or have heard from friends that these two people likely may have committed a crime, I'll just submit the names to the police, and it helps them.
The other matter, the police reference, sometimes it's become very disturbing. The statement that the police issued, according to them, when they went to the scene, they recovered shells linked to AK-47. And it is something that is of concern to a lot of people. The arms in the hands of, people, and they're using it for, illegal activities. It is quite scary. I mean, to appreciate the fact that perhaps you're not seeing. We've seen it in political rallies, people firing warning shot here and there. And now this one. Yeah.
Yeah, for the arms, we've been hammering on it over and over again. How porous are our borders? How these arms get into the country? And how there's, the desire for the youth to acquire the arms all in the name of self-defense because they don't trust their fellow counterparts. It is something that we need to look at holistically as a country and institutionalized. You're talking about the Small Arms Commission. What would they do, especially in regards to conflict areas where we have the arms, proliferated in there? But now the norm is these criminals have the arms and then can perpetrate crime, which is very bad. How do we put a stop to it in general? That's it. Because now, for the youth, the idea is to acquire the arms just for self-defense and nothing else. But in the end, it's the same arms that are used for criminal activities and then killing other people. So it's something we need to look at.
Okay, we'll leave it here for now, but perhaps I was going to ask your expectation of the Interior Ministry. I know that the police is handling it because this happened in the constituency of the Interior Minister.
Yeah. So now we know Asawase, right? Ideally, it's a hotspot. Now, what is going to happen is the Interior Minister and the MP for that area would, as much as possible, put pressure on the police to deliver. Because you are talking about this area, and when this has happened, it's just one of, we don't know of how many weapons are circulated in that area and what the next target will be. So as much as possible, trust me, he can only bring in resources. He can only encourage the police to do their work. Until then, we wait and see what the investigations will do. But by and large, trust me, he will be somewhat worried that in his own backyard, this could have happened.
All right, we'll leave it here for now. Mr. Victor Docker is a security expert on this matter. This is a developing story. We'll bring you more as on the way. We're hoping to speak to the Interior Ministry. They are unavailable for comments as of now.